Alright, YouTube family, what's the tunes? What's the word? What's going on? It's your boy D Soon. I'm back with another vid. Appreciate you guys for coming through. You could have been anywhere. You could have been anywhere in the YouTube space, but you're here with me. Alright, make sure you guys get the likes up. Feel free to comment. Would love to engage with people that tap into the video, and let's get right to it. So. Shout out to the people in my live chat. I just finished live streaming probably about maybe 5 minutes ago. And one of the discussions we were talking about was the worst job I ever had. So without further ado, I'm going to speak on my experience on the worst job that I ever had up to this date. So the worst job I ever had. Now, first and foremost, so we're going to play a little game. So if those, that's my fault, y'all already know I ran out of memory, so I had to delete certain things on my phone. All right, cool. So I'm going to speak on the worst job that I ever had. So I think I was, how old I was at the time? I was in my early 20s. And this is when I used to work at the YMCA, the local YMCA in my neighborhood, right? So now the YMCA wasn't, shout out to the YMCA, shout out to my hometown. The YMCA was definitely not the worst job, but y'all gonna get to where I'm going to, right? So at the time, this is when I was still pursuing my hoop dreams. I was trying to go pro, and I was in college. And at the time, I was actually home from college. And at the time, I needed a gym, right? So me being the hustler that I am, I'm not trying to spend no bread for a gym. Excuse me. So, anybody that's a hooper or anybody that's a gym rat, when you have connects with people will try to plug you into the gym, sneak you in. And because I think at the time, like anytime I would go to the gym, it would cost me like $5. And mind you, this was a minute ago, so I can only imagine now how much it would cost for those that are not members of any gym or any YMCA, how much it costs for you to be, have a guest pass and pay or whatever. So anyway, I used to do that very frequently because at the time, like I said before, I wasn't trying to drop too much bread for a gym outside of Planet Fitness. And the YMCA was a great outlet for me. So fast forward, I was able to get a gig, get a job from there. And with the perks of it is you get a full membership for free. You get a free membership. You can go to any YMCA, I think, within the district. And, I had access to the gym damn near anytime I wanted to. So I was, I'm a gym rat. I'm still a gym rat to this day. So anyway, it got to the point that they was cutting hours, right? So I wasn't making the same pay rate that I was originally when I was there. And I think I was at the YMCA for like a year and some change, probably a year. Most jobs that I ever had, I only stayed there for like no longer than a year. So at this time, as I mentioned before, they was hiring other people on staff. So they had to, you know how these jobs do, they had to divide the hours so people could get I guess a certain amount of hours, so it just makes sense, I guess, from their aspect of how they kind of divide the hours with the employees. So anyway, all I'm saying is that my hours got cut once they started to hire more and more people on staff. So y'all don't know, I have family in the UK. Shout out to my cousins. Love y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. I have family in the UK. So my cousin wanted me to pop out to the UK. And as I mentioned earlier before, I wasn't making, I still hustle. That's not my only thing. I still do things on the side. But I wasn't making I wasn't making the bread that I was originally making before they hired more people on staff. So like I said, my hours got cut short. And my cousin wanted me to pop out to the UK. So long story short, I was like, the only jobs that I know that's going to pay quick bread, weekly bread, legal bread at that too. And I needed something quick at the time so I can get some quick money so I can have enough bread to go to the UK, you know, to chill with my family, see my family that I haven't seen in years, and so on and so forth. So the only thing that came up in mind at the time, and everybody could relate to a degree. Everybody has worked at this job at one point in time, in one point in time in their life, and it's not even 3 months. I literally was there for like a month. So this is where y'all come into play. If you guys can guess the job, I'll follow you or I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel if you could guess the job / gig that I worked for a month. That was probably the worst job that I ever had. And if you can calm it down and take a guess, I'll give you guys a hint. It's a very popular carrier throughout the United States, probably throughout the United States and possibly the world. I don't know if they ship outside the United States, but it's a very popular carrier that we use frequently. And they have competitors. I mean, a notable competitor at that too. That's their owner's clearly a billionaire. You guys get the gist. So if you guys understand to know what warehouse, what job I worked at, comment down. I'll respond to you, and I'll give you a subscription on your YouTube channel, and so on and so forth. So boom. So I ended up getting the gig. My goal was to stay there for a month to rack up some quick money. You know, rack up like a quick band or so I can go to the UK. Now, my cousin already paid for my trip, so all I had to do was just pay for my ticket and show up. Did he pay for my ticket? Actually, he did. I'm lying. Shout out to my cousin, man. Shout out to my big cousin. He paid for my ticket. I'll get into more details why he did that. Maybe in the near future I'll speak on that, because it's like a little personal for me to go into details why he did it. You know, it's some family shit, but maybe I'll speak in that in the near future. You know what I'm saying? If I blow up on this shit. But anyway, so I wanted to get some quick bread. I want to have a couple of dollars. So I'm in the UK, and mind you, I was in the UK for 2 weeks. So obviously when you go outside the country, you know, depending on what country you go to, you don't want to be there for a week, especially overseas at that too. You want to be there for a good time, especially someone like me. I'm a family man. You know, I want to see my family, my cousins that I haven't seen, my aunts, my uncles. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the UK. I love the UK. Definitely want to get real estate in the near future over there. So anyway, so boom. So, did I work there? I think I had worked there twice. So I had worked for this company twice in the past. I think I did fresh out of high school. Did I work there twice? Damn. Yeah, it's so long ago that it's so real that I can't even remember if I worked there once or twice. So anyway, so I happened to be at this job for like a month, as I said before, because I wanted some quick money at the time. So I had enough bread to go over to the UK. You know, some light splurging money at the time when I'm over to the UK. And what made this job the worst experience was the fact that how they treat people. So, and this is not a knock to anybody that's done time in jail. I never been incarcerated, knock on wood. I never did no time, but it kind of just gave off that energy and that vibe. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. And it's more so, it wasn't the actual job itself. It was just the people within the job, just the experience. Definitely an eye-opener and a wake-up call for those that's trying to find themselves in this lifetime in regards to, you know, some people, it's definitely a big eye-opener for those that might not know what they want to do with their life, or trying to go on the right path, you know, trying to find a direction. So as I mentioned before, I was there for a month, and it's so real and it's so funny because I remember I told D, shout out to D, I was telling that nigga, because he did it too. I was like, bruh, we can make a bet. I'm going to be here for a quick month. Like, he didn't think I was going to last for a month. So I told this nigga, I said, yo, let's bet this amount of bread. I'm going to be here for a month or so. He didn't want to make the bet because he knew I was going to be there for the time that I needed to be there and then dip off. But, so the experience that I had, and luckily nothing transpired, but when y'all walk through the metal detectors, you got to take all your shit off. Make sure you don't have your cell phone. You can't use your cell phone in the facility at that too. What was it? I think it was how many hours? I think probably like a 9 to 5, I think. Or something like that. I forgot, bro, how many hours it was. Where you lift the heavy ass shit from the truck, load. You know what? It's another thing too. And mind you, I did mention I was in college. I was young. Still young, but it's so funny. One of the managers, he thought I did a hell of a job for the time period I was there. He was trying to gas me up and be like, yo, bro, you could be a manager. He was trying to plug me in to be a manager. And he was saying that he had his own crib, his own apartment. He worked full-time as a manager. And mind you, I think, no bullshit, I don't know how much they make salary, so y'all could Google and take a guess on the job/gig that I worked at for a month. And he was trying to gas it up, saying that he made this much in a year. I mean, how much his salary was, and you can get a crib and all this and that. And I'm like, bro, I'm saying, like, I had to appreciate the offer, but I'm telling him in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, this is literally a quick hustle for me to get a couple dollars, and I'm out of here. I'm not here for that long. But I'm not telling him that because some people might feel away and feel offended. But like I said before, man, as I mentioned it early in the video, it's definitely those type of jobs for someone that's trying to find. And again, it's not a knock to anybody because there's people that's there for different reasons. Some people are there for whatever reason that they're there for. So you can never knock anybody's situation at all because we all are doing something for different reasons. But that was probably the worst job that I ever had, and the experience itself too, just how they treat people. But I don't really have much else to say about that. But yeah, that was pretty much it. If you guys wanted to know how much he said, I could be capping. I think he said 30 grand a year. And mind you, this is probably 2016, yeah. 2016, 17. So just imagine from then to now, that's about 8 years, going on 9 years ago. How much money was that to now? And mind you, I'm in Jersey. So you already know the cost of living in Jersey is not cheap. So just imagine what you could live off of with 30K a year being a manager at this particular job. So anyway, feel free to comment. I'll respond if you guys guess it correctly. I hope you guys enjoy this little story, I guess, of the worst job I ever had. ... All right, make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe. Keep your notifications on for more content for when I drop. And shout out to everybody that tapped into my live stream. I will be live streaming more and more and more. I think live streaming is a great way for me to build a platform, connect with y'all. And honestly speaking, I'm a live stream when I'm in the mood. So I didn't live stream yesterday, but I did today. And it's an opportunity to build a community, man. So that's what it's all about. I'm doing it for y'all. And we're going to get it up and running. So appreciate y'all. It's on and popping. Stay sucker free. And until next time, I'm going to catch you guys. Y'all be safe, be easy. D Soon is out of here. I'm out.